Welcome back to another episode of Hefe's World. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. But let's go ahead and get right into today's episode. We're doing the Smackdown Preview episode. We got a couple things confirmed for this week's episode. We got one match confirmed, a street fight between Chelsea Green and Michin. These two have been going at it for a few weeks at this point. The rivalry's been heating up. I more than positive B-Fab and Piper Niven will get involved at some point in this match. Um, I'm not sure if Michin wins. I feel like if she doesn't win, then this feud should probably be over at this point. And we should get into what Chelsea's going to be doing for WrestleMania. If that is Michin or what it is, I mean, then Michin should win this match. But I feel as though definitely we will be getting some outside interference in this match. But whoever wins, we will hopefully be getting the next steps toward WrestleMania for Chelsea Green's title at this point. As we are left, what, almost a month away from WrestleMania at this point. So something's got to start going. But speaking of WrestleMania, this past weekend was Elimination Chamber. We had a couple huge returns. And both of those people are both gearing up to return on SmackDown this week. First up, I want to talk about Randy Orton. Randy Orton returned during the unsanctioned, or actually, I'm sorry, at the end of the unsanctioned match between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens last Saturday during the Elimination Chamber. Randy Orton came after Kevin Owens as he tried to attack Sami Zayn after the match had already ended. Randy Orton is now back. He also tried to punt Kevin Owens at one point while he returned as well. So can't wait to hear from Randy Orton. Can't wait to see this feud kick off. Can't wait for WrestleMania as well. I'm curious to see if Sami Zayn at all comes back and gets involved in this. He definitely did get beat pretty bad. They're saying he is suffering from real injuries. You never know with the WWE. So uh, if he is suffering from real injuries, hopefully he is back sooner rather than later. But I am definitely more than excited to see Kevin Owens and Randy Orton kick off their WrestleMania feud here on SmackDown this week. Also returning, that returned from the pay-per-view as well. Jade Cargill, she came out, she attacked Naomi right at the start of the women's Elimination Chamber match and pretty much took her out on a stretcher. I'm curious to see if Naomi even shows up this week at all. Bianca at this point is going after the Raw title. So I'm not sure if she shows up. But as a lot of people pointed out, she did take her jacket off as Jade was coming out to the ring. So is there some signs pointing towards maybe things turn out that it was actually Bianca Belair, as I did say from the beginning, that actually attacked Jade Cargill as opposed to Naomi, and Naomi just took unfortunate fire um, from Jade. But we shall see what Jade's got to say and what's next for her and WrestleMania this week on SmackDown, as well as see if Naomi does show up. Also confirmed for SmackDown this week as well, we have the undisputed champion, WWE champion Cody Rhodes in the house to address what happened at the Elimination Chamber with John Cena, The Rock, and Travis Scott. John Cena, after 20 plus years of being a babyface in the WWE and carrying the torch, has finally officially turned heel. Um, he has not been heel since like 2000 something, I believe, and he was only heel for about a year. So this will be interesting to see the next steps. John Cena, I believe, right now is not slated to return to WWE programming until about the March 17th, St. Patrick's Day episode, which is Raw and not SmackDown. So it's interesting to me that he's not showing up on SmackDown first. He's actually showing up on Raw. But either way, nonetheless, we are slated to get John Cena sooner rather than later to begin the full-on feud with Cody Rhodes towards WrestleMania. So I'm very much excited to see what John Cena comes out as, how he looks, his whole attire, his entrance music, and how he talks. I'm curious to see what we get from this new heel John Cena. But let's see what Cody Rhodes got for us this week on SmackDown. I'm sure it'll be great. It would be nice to see The Rock or somebody show up as well, or somebody cut him off because we definitely need some buffering in between these next couple weeks while John Cena is not present. Um, but that's what's confirmed for SmackDown this week. Also, though, for SmackDown, what's next for Tiffany and Charlotte's feud for WrestleMania? Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus just won a great tag team match at Elimination Chamber. So now it is officially time, though, for her to kick off the WrestleMania feud with Charlotte. We already know those two will be facing each other. So, what's next for those guys? Hopefully, we get some insight on that. Also, the tag team division in SmackDown, light years ahead of Raw's tag team division with DIY, the Street Profits, Motor City, Los Garzas, and Pretty Deadly. It's heating up. I'm curious to see what direction it's going to go into. I still believe that it will be a ladder match at WrestleMania with all these guys involved. But let's see what happens. Let's see what Hunter's got cooking up for us with these guys this week. Also, what's next for Solo and Jacob? It seems like these guys are hopefully headed towards a feud, a one-on-one singles match at WrestleMania, like I predicted earlier. But you never know with this new era and what's next. Each and every week, it seems like we are getting something different and something new. So we'll see what's next with these guys as well. And also, what's next for Drew McIntyre? He lost an Elimination Chamber. He lost at the Royal Rumble, and we have no idea what's next for him for WrestleMania. What he is gonna do, and where he fits in. Maybe it leads into what I'm going to get into next. LA Knight is the number one contender for the United States Championship. Maybe Drew tries to insert himself somehow in the United States picture and interfere in that match whenever that match takes place. We did not get an official word if it will be this week. If it is, I do feel like we will get some interference in that match whenever that match does take place. But for Drew, maybe he gets inserted in the United States title picture for WrestleMania. He needs something to do, so maybe we get some insight on that this week. And I'm sure we'll get some LA Knight this week to get some insight on the United States Championship and that title picture as well. Um, but as for right now, that is all I got for you guys for SmackDown this week. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button down below. I will hit y'all with a review episode after SmackDown this week. Just remember, this is Hefe's World, and you're just living in it.